Hello, hello, hello. It is raining outside and I'm making a putty video for you with Jello, and I want to talk about oppression in general, enslavement, and what we can do about this psychologically and physically. So the most oppressed sentient beings are the animals in factory farms, in testing laboratories, and being exploited by humans for greed. Okay, those are the most enslaved sentient beings on this planet, and it is horrific. It is infinitely unethical, and it is something that cannot and must not ever be tolerated by anyone. This is the absolute truth that I'm saying. Okay. So then we also have humans who are enslaved and exploited in sweatshops, in all kinds of things. Sex, children, rings, prostitution, bordels, human trafficking, okay? And then we have the Muslim women. The animals definitely suffer the most, but right behind come the children and the women around the world who are kept in a highly oppressive slave type of situation. And in the Muslim religion, they call that marriage. Okay. I just saw a video of a Muslim woman who made a she made a video about, in a very silent video, just showing pieces of paper on which she wrote, and in very simple terms she stated that the woman in the Quran, in the Muslim religion in general, not just the extremists. That's what they always want to blame everything. Always, usually, when I talk to Muslims, they want to blame it on the extremists. That religion is extremist. Okay, that's what they overlook, a lot of them, because they always want to blame it on someone else. The Muslim religion is extremist, cruel. Okay, religion is wrong in general. Okay, but the Muslim religion is the most oppressive and cruel religion on this planet. Okay, this is a fact. So then come the other Middle Eastern religions trailing behind, and some bloodshed Hindu type of religions, and and then a sliding scale goes over to vegetarian religions, goes over to peaceful Hindus, goes all the way to Buddhism, which is definitely the most peaceful religion on the planet. But, whenever it's a religion or cult or whatever, it could be the cult of kissing and hugging. I don't know what people will make out of any kind of ideology or any kind of belief. They can make a religion out of it. Okay? Then it becomes an ideology. So if it stays with just love and kissing and kindness without oppressing someone, then it's freedom. Okay? But the moment the oppressing factor comes into it, then we are having a religion or cult or an oppression. So, and that can happen very easily because of the human ego. Anyone can say, "Oh, I've had it with this religion. Let me make a new one, and I'm gonna be the guru." And they recreated the same thing again. So they never get out of that loop. And that's what I'm trying to convey to the public, to get out of that religious stuck loop. People replace one religion with the next one, the next oppressive one. That's just a little bit more mellow or something. I don't know. Maybe that's their path. Maybe that's what they need to do in order to see the light at the end of the tunnel finally. But why not just throw that all out and say, "Hey, I'm here with the trees under the sky. I don't need a religion." Okay? The sky is my blue God. The sky, the infinite cosmos, is the blue God. That's there for everyone. Okay? Why do we need to make this into yet another ideology? Why make this into another oppressive regime? We don't have to. Okay? Nobody is your guru. Nobody is a spokesperson for something higher. We can be messengers, but that doesn't elevate us into any kind of higher position just because we're a messenger. We are a messenger of love. We can still be struggling with something in our own lives. I can be fat and tell you it's not that healthy to be fat. Okay? So I'm a messenger. I'm not a god. So, and none of us are. Nobody. No matter how much they think they are Jesus Christ, and there are many of those. Maybe they are Jesus Christ, but they are not a God. And Jesus Christ is not a God. Okay, so it doesn't matter who you are, what your reincarnation is. You're not a God unless you are the embodiment of the infinite cosmos. Okay, and that's only one. That's only one thing that incarnates. Jiddu Krishnamurti was one of its spacesuits that it used. So, but that is the ultimate. That is the infinite cosmos. And it doesn't punish you. It's there to present love to you, what love actually means. It does not mean oppressing anyone. That one girl that was speaking mutely with the paper, she had a hole in her hand. She cut herself into her own flesh. Why do people do this? People cut themselves and mutilate themselves when they're in utmost extreme inner torment, when they have been extremely oppressed. Okay, that's what happens. They did horrible monkey experiments. I don't know when that was, somewhere in the 60s, the dark ages of medical research. And they found out that when they put a monkey into a room where there are different color squares in the room, and they start to, and one color square, one particular color, like let's say the color yellow square, will be they will be the first squares that there will when he steps on it, he will get an electric shock. So the monkey learns to not to avoid those yellow squares very quickly. So then it was horrific what they did. Then they made another color emit the electric shock. Then the monkey avoided these two colors. So until finally all the squares emitted electric shocks. Guess what happened then? The monkey started to bite himself real hard to make himself bleed and tear his hair out and scream. Well, that's what happens when we have no way out. And that can happen psychologically as well, where people have no way out. They will start to mutilate themselves. That also happens in the Western society, of course, with our intricate, more more subtle, more invisible oppression, the oppression that comes through society, through dictating to people. I have to go.